2, 1.
So, welcome back to the Ascendant Lands. Last time we left off, you had managed to come across an attacked encampment of bugbears and other assorted peoples from Krugik village, and they'd been attacked by a dragon and their assorted kobolds. And then upon leaving a few hours down the road, you come across a singular kobold holding a white flag. Upon talking to said kobolds, they asked for if you were the people or the party who killed their children, and upon confirmation, Emerily, the Death Lady, arrived and asked for their children's heads back, which you gracefully did return. And as she left, she gave an enormous gust of wind into your group, blowing out all but one of your torches. So now you only have one torch left. We start off where we left off. And really, it's just left all the kobolds that were protecting or just part of our entourage have basically just turned heel and ran away, and you all left, grouped together, with Jappa holding the singular torch still alight.
I reckon we should just get out of here as quick as we can.
I agree. Let's run.
The last thing we need is her changing her mind, or Daddy Dragon deciding that he doesn't want to, doesn't forgive as easily.
On top of all of that, we're down to one torch.
Yes. I'd rather not guess the rest of the way.
Jappa goes, "Oh, this is yours. I protected it."
Thank you. Nadia's gonna take it from him. She's had it up to like here with this mist. Dragons, kobolds, mists, people who let torches go out, people who sneeze in the middle of rivers. Like, the fucking works.
Well, I'm going to say that as an insult, Nadia. You don't trust me. The torch.
No offense or anything,
I
Thoradin,
don't trust you as far as I can throw you, Thoradin.
Won't be very far. I'm a muscly fellow.
That is the entire fucking point. I do not trust you a goddamn inch.
I'm sure she can throw you pretty far, Thoradin. Didn't she beat you in a fight at one point?
It's not that. It's just Thoradin, for his size, is very dense. You know, like weight-wise, I would say. What are you? 200 pounds? 300?
I don't know. If you get a good hold, you do a sort of a hammer throw sort of situation.
Oh yeah, maybe that could probably work.
He's got enough
I mean,
hair to
that-
grab onto, so.
That's
yeah,
true.
right. Okay, I'll tell you what. When we get to the next town, I'll work it out. How far I can toss Thoradin versus how far I can toss you.
Are you talking to?
She's talking to
Talari?
Talari. She's
Oh,
talking to Talari.
thank the gods. I would rather not be thrown. Nadia.
It can throw you across the floor.
No, that's fine. I'll do it. If you're going to throw me, I'm just going to fly away. So
No, you won't. Because you'll be being thrown. You'll get tossed and you'll end up like upside down with your skirts around your head.
that's not very, Well, that won't be appealing to anyone.
Well, probably Thoradin.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry,
easy,
Terry.
easy.
It's never not appealing to me.
Like, let's just leave. We're leaving.
Yep, we're leaving.
No
Let's
more
go.
fog, dragons, kobolds, or anything else. And she's gonna go.
Cool.
Yeah.
She's sick of this.
We'll go back to my middle perch.
Yeah. Do you guys do anything to try and go faster, or like do you want to go by cart speed instead of walking in front? Or do you want to still travel as you are with Nadia and Thoradin walking up front, or do you want to go slightly faster, or
More
try to
haste,
go faster?
less speed.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Cool.
So we are definitely scouting ahead has worked well so far. Let's carry on doing that.
Yeah. There's no guarantee that the message has reached all the underlings or anything. We could still get ambushed.
Yeah, Turi will be up front instead of the middle this time, and probably
a little bit ahead.
She did say we could pass, not that we could leave.
We haven't seen the father either.
Yes.
Might not be as comfortable with just returning the heads. Probably wants revenge.
Yes, whatever.
Everybody just keep your eyes open, okay?
Of course.
Okay. So you travel another hour or so down the road, and you come across a well, it's a bridge that leads directly into like a crossing. As you came up to the bridge over the river, there was Ulva not really concerned. You're a bit cautious, obviously, because who could be hiding under the bridge? But just a quick a sniff around, you could tell that no one's nearby. So over the bridge you went, and you came across to a four-way crossing. The torch could either let you. Well, the torch is either indicating to go straight on relative to your position, so this bottom right angle, or to this bottom left. It's either or. It doesn't seem to be particularly fussed to your how you can ascertain it.
So down, basically.
Yeah, so
Right
this
to
way.
our
Yeah.
standpoint when we're looking ahead.
This way or this way?
I don't know. I mean, straight on.
quite like
I'm
this way.
feeling straight on. I think
Yeah.
of
Really?
those options.
I'm feeling right.
You reckon?
Yeah. Curveball.
Could
Wait,
be.
can we not go left?
Well, the lantern, the torch isn't pointing left, so we'd go against the lantern. The torch, sorry,
Oh, yeah.
torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, torch.
Kind of
So-
going back on ourselves. If we go right.
Or this way, yeah. But
But
then we're
does
on.
it-
But then we're on this side of the river, so we're not really going to pass that side, I guess. And yeah, as
We don't actually know.
as Arthur said, like that could just kind of go this way. You never know. Oh, I don't know. I'm feeling straight.
Feeling straight on. Let's go straight on.
Okay.
Let's not stand around the crossroads debating it for half an hour.
Yeah.
The torchbearer decides.
Yep.
Apologies.
Ring bearer decide. Sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be a big loop in it. Yeah.
Hey. Oh, just surprise!
Oh my god. Okay.
Zip. So,
This is why people get fucking lost.
so you get to about this crossroad, and the torch is kind of angling to down here to your relative left, to the bottom right of the map.
I don't see any reason why we would say not to.
Follow the torch has become the established thingy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just want to say, just for the voters of the right, that was the shorter path. If you see it, just looks a little bit, just saying.
Is Krusk actually at the front now? Is Thoradin at the back?
That's not really relative positioning.
Ah, okay,
Just
fine.
you as a group.
No, I think Thoradin and Nadia are at the front. Nadia's holding the torch. Turi's also a little bit ahead up front, kind of scouting ahead, and then it's Talari in the middle, and you, Krusk, still at the back.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. No, I was just checking because of the tokens. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. That's just you as a group to show where you guys are going.
Okay.
So you've got considering your idea of more haste, do you wish to travel? You get into the point in time where you would have stopped for the night.
Matt, the phrase more haste, less speed means if you rush, you'll fuck it up. Therefore, we are not rushing.
That's fine. I'd just like to double check.
Yeah, I don't think we'd.
I'm giving you guys options here. Like, do you want to continue on past where you would normally feel you would stop, or do you want to happily stop and do your normal thing for the night and then carry on tomorrow?
I suppose
That's absolutely. Just giving you options.
Yeah, I think what would dictate that is what do the surroundings look like. As long as it's not like a charred mess, I think we're pretty much, littered with corpses. Any obviously telltale signs like this, a corpse on a spit saying "Do not enter."
Yeah, or heads on spikes, hanging,
Yeah.
Yeah,
hanging
you know.
corpses.
You know.
Do not come here.
General menacing area.
Yeah, you know.
yeah,
Looking for a good
that kind of thing.
campsite, certainly.
Yeah. Cozy. It's cozy. It's like,
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So we'll say you spend about an extra half an hour beyond what you would normally have like stopped at to find like the perfect spot that you think, right, this is very defensible. This is very well hidden. What you want from a campsite.
Yeah.
Okay, can I have everyone roll survival for me, please, as you set up camp?
Where is it?
I will not let
Ooh.
the D&D dice curse
Hey.
me today.
Nice.
21.
26.
Nice.
Oh. Not bad. 17.
I get 19.
Krusk?
18.
Sweet. So, you set up your camps as you have been in the mist, setting up noise traps, making sure your fire is.
Oh. Haiss. Echo.
Making sure your fire is fairly low and it's not going to try and potentially attract any overhead passers. And during the night, it is fairly quiet. It's not as filled with screams as the previous night was, or as tense, as you may say. Everyone's kind of just like it's a bit strained. This is like your third night in the mists, and it's like it's kind of getting on everyone's nerves a little bit. Like you want it all to be over, like, and so and everyone's looking at that one torch left, thinking, "Please don't go out. Please don't go out." Like silent prayers to whatever gods that they might choose. But during the night, it is okay. You are able to long rest fine normally. And as you prepare for the day, Nadia, can you please roll a survival check for me, please? Holding the torch. If that's who still wants to hold the torch.
I have got a 24 because my
Yep.
survival is very good.
Yep. You almost take the torch out and you're like, why was Thoradin always like almost losing the flame on this thing? It's pretty steady. Like, what's going on? Because it's just the same as it has been. Like it's quite bizarre at the same time as well. This like normally a torch lasts about an hour, 2 hours, maybe even a day at most. This torch has been burning the whole time. So
Yeah,
whatever the
burned
priest
out.
did, still going strong. And so as you go throughout your day, it is again relatively calm. You do see what seems to be like recent travelers have come past where you're way. Like it's if say it rained during the night and there's like tracks where people have come in overnight or very early in the morning before you guys left, but still you don't see anybody. But there has been more recent travelers nearby.
Did we hear anyone go past in the night?
No,
You
you
said we
didn't.
No.
No.
Sneaky travellers.
I was going to say, can I take the opportunity to sort of. I'm assuming everyone sees these tracks, or is
Yeah,
it
you're
just
it's going along the road, so
Yeah,
it's anyone who cares to pay attention.
Can I take a second to like dart ahead, following these tracks a little bit?
Well, looking at depending on which way you want to go, looking at the direction of the tracks, they look like they're going where you've been. So you can either go down the tracks where you're going to older, or you can go up the fresher way where you've already been.
I am very curious, but it's not really worth wasting our time in the mist, is it? No,
Like,
well,
we don't really want to take detours, really, do we?
no.
Yeah.
So we'll just carry on with our path
Ships
then.
pass in the night.
I mean, as long as like everyone's still accounted for, like everyone is, we've still got all the merchants that
Your crew are still fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll just stick with where we're going.
Okay, and you come up across a another crossway, and the torch as well as the tracks seem to be leading to the north. Well, north relative to the map, up to the left.
Don't see why. Yeah. Continue. Unless something obvious happens, we're not going to question. I don't think we're going to question this.
The torch has
The
led
torch.
us relatively well so far.
But I'm just,
I mean,
I'm just you guys going up.
it led us into a dragon, but
Yeah.
Well, I think the
and the
dragon
dragon's
was
children.
taking in the path of the torch rather than
Yeah.
but well, to be fair, we won't be able to say whether it's led us well until we get the fuck out. But
Yeah.
let's
Just
see.
fall
Let's-
into a
we'll
massive
go-
spike
we'll go
pit.
up.
You know.
Yeah, and big sign saying "ha ha."
Yeah.
only we would think we'd be betrayed by a fucking flame. Right, come on. North is.
Mhm.
So it's more east, but it's north relative to the map, just because
Okay.
of where I drew the map.
Up on the map, eastern.
Because things are fun like that. So you come across one more ford, but this one is completely frozen over. Now, that is quite odd, considering that it's still summertime. And it's still it's a bit chilly. There's a bit of a chill in the air, but it's not like ice forming cold.
Must be getting
Uh,
close to the
Dragons,
cave.
I swear
I
to
don't
God.
like this at all.
No, neither do I.
Mm.
It's got to be the dragons doing that, right?
I'm
Is
going
Yeah.
it
to.
solid ice, Matt?
Yeah, it feels
Like
if you
if Nadia puts one foot on it and sort of pushes, does it like give or is it ice all the way down?
there may be some like ice. There's maybe some water at the very, very bottom.
Oh, there's gonna be a few fucking surprised fishes in this lot.
Yeah, but it's like it's like almost like a dam. Not a dam effect, but you know what I mean. Like it's like
Yeah, is like water flowing over the top of it at all? Like where the river's backed up and
a little bit.
be overflowing? Well, that's gonna be a slippery ride.
Mm. Why don't we just burn it with fire?
Because it's enormous and that would take ages and be the loudest and brightest thing for a dozen miles.
What's Norway? Sorry, I missed it. It's like a tree or something.
No,
Ice.
ice.
No
Yeah,
It's a
ice.
frozen ford.
Frozen
Ah.
fall. Matt's being all dramatic. You mistake it for a tree, really. I think we just have to be careful when crossing.
I think
Frozen ford. Can we not just
Turi's
go across
going
it?
to take
Is
the
it-
opportunity to scout ahead and see if she can see any white scales.
Yeah, this is dodgy as fuck.
So when you say
But-
scout ahead, are you still going to try and follow the road, or can you go up, or
I'm going up. Up first, then across.
how far up are you willing to go? Because if you go too far up, you lose the road.
What is it? 60? It's 60 feet of vision, isn't
About
it?
60 feet, yeah.
Okay, I'll go 55 feet up.
Get the tape measure out. 55.
I reckon, basically, Turi will go up until she stops seeing the road. Then she'll come back down a little bit until she can see the
Okay.
road again. And
Fair.
keep that sort of vision.
Hmm. And how far along the road are you gonna try to go along before you think it's about time to come back? Like, obviously, you might find something before then, but what's your max
My
wanna go?
max,
before you feel it's time to go back?
I will go 150 feet comfortably.
Okay, so as like everyone else is like trying to like
Okay.
gauge the safety of this ice ford,
Would I
you
be
take the opportunity?
Would I be able to cast guidance on her before she flies off?
Yeah, but I think
What's that?
actually no, you move fast there, so that'll be. I'll let you know. Yeah, so yeah, you can cast guidance. The minute will persist.
Cool.
You
I do
move faster.
fast.
And
6
so,
seconds.
under normal circumstances, that wouldn't work, but
But because I'm a monk,
under monk
You
circumstances,
get to break the laws of physics.
yes,
yeah,
I
you
do.
can move very fast.
I get to move 55 feet casually.
Yeah, so while everyone else is trying to ascertain like the safety aspects of trying to cross this ice ford, you take the opportunity to just scout ahead a little bit, and does all seem calm, but it does feel start to get a little colder.
Yeah, so the coldness is the road, not the river. That's not good.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Can Turi hear any beating wings or
Heavy
anything?
breathing.
No, not really.
Growling,
Not up above
snarling.
you, or
Or
from what you
by
can tell
me,
around the road. It's for how far are you willing to go? Afraid
I
not.
think, like the other dragon, it's down by us.
What, in the water?
Borrowing.
No, they
Not-
can burrow.
Oh,
It's in,
burrow.
I reckon there's a cave underneath us or something like
Mm.
that.
I mean, the last one did burrow to us. That's how she appeared.
The
We
last one
it was
did
the white.
burrow.
It was the white one, didn't it? Wasn't it that came to?
No, it was the
No, the
blue.
No,
lightning.
Oh, was
Emerald
it?
blue one.
blue.
Gotcha.
Emily, the death,
Death
lady,
lady.
is a blue
Yeah.
dragon.
Gotcha,
The other
yeah.
The Ice Lord is yet to appear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Lord, I like that. Yeah.
Put that down.
Okay, so it's getting colder, so I know that in our path is close. Right, I'll head back, and when I
Is
get
Wolfa
back to it,
freaking out, Matt?
No, she's
Or is she
more
just like,
more
it's a bit
curious.
chilly.
Because I don't think it's hard to say if she's actually like seen like ice and stuff before. Essentially, yeah. So it's like she's more curious, like just taking the opportunity to have a drink off the ice. She's as relaxed as she has been throughout the rest of the journey. Obviously, the mist and stuff. She's always a bit on watch, but she's about as relaxed as she is normally through the mist.
Yeah.
okay, so it's getting colder the further I go up the road, which means that I think our recent acquaintance's husband is probably up the road.
Ah,
Not really sure if he's going to be down below or up above, but I couldn't hear any beating wings.
that could just mean he's just sitting still.
Exactly. I couldn't see anything either, just I felt it get cold.
I suppose if one dragon knows the path that we're going to take, it stands to reason they both would.
Yep.
You would assume.
Probably the only path out of this place. We don't know enough about this place to go randoming around.
Well, I suppose we've only got two options. Either we go ahead, or we follow a different path.
We will probably get lost if we follow a different path. It's the only thing.
And then
I
we're
think
screwed anyway.
if we're going to do anything, we should prep ourselves as best we can before a fight.
Might not be a fight.
We can only hope.
I can be optimistic.
I would love it if both dragons are as equally kind to us. But being that the other one, even though we did as she asked, beat her wings and blew out the rest of our torches, I have a feeling that the other one's probably not even going to bother with such
No.
kindness.
I see. Don't really like our prospects. Basically, go off the beaten path or get beaten on the path, I suppose.
Nice turn
Can-
of phrase. Well, we do what we can.
I'm not so great with the whole magic thing, but can Talari, can you and maybe Krusk hide all of the cards?
Hide them? Where am I going to hide them?
I don't know. Invisible?
No.
Some kind of illusion around them? Something to mask us so we can stealthily go past whatever is in our path?
No, I've got nothing like that. I'm the Healy one. I don't really
Krusk?
hidey.
Yeah. I don't think I really have anything, unless you want me to run down a bit and just end up a few dancing lights or something.
No, I don't. I
Go
don't
away.
think that's going to work. The other thing I'm worried about is that this little ice in the fort is not just a natural occurrence, but it is specifically placed here so that it cracks under caravan weight.
Hmm.
Well, causing us to sink. How deep is the water? Are we even
Let
going to be
him
able to pass
know
it?
we're coming.
That's my thinking. let them know we're coming.
What, by sound or by just it breaking?
Vibration?
Sound.
I don't know.
If it's sound, I
Have you
can.
ever heard ice breaking?
No.
Very, very loud.
Well, I can at least stop it making noise. After our run-in with the kobolds, decided to pick up a spell, candy spell called Silence, which, as the name suggests, makes an area make no noise.
How long does it last?
Might be worth giving a shot.
About 10 minutes, give or take.
That's long enough to get everybody over the
Get all
floor.
the caravans across?
Mm-hmm.
It should be.
How? I mean, it can probably take about, as I know, about so big of an area, about 20-foot-ish. Well, 20-foot radius, so 40-foot diameter.
I was going to say that's 40
That's
foot
40
diameter.
feet,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
That's got to be alright for a frozen ford, right?
And it's
Right-
a
right,
sphere.
Matt?
It's a sphere as well, so it'll
Looking
go
very
up.
handsome today, by the way, Matt.
Is
Well,
that big
thank you.
enough?
But as I say, because it's going to go 20 meters down as well, so hopefully,
You
And
think it's probably got a good chance?
Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah. Because the thing is, the thing with silence as well, because I know you were talking about vibrations. Apparently anyone in the sphere is immune to thunder damage. So I wonder if that just means it cancels out completely, like all
Sound.
kind of anything, any kind of vibration or sound or anything like that. I don't know,
Must do.
because
Creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component is impossible there.
Mhm.
So you won't be able to hear while you go through the silenced area, but
Mhm.
I mean, if you're there, go through it quick. I don't think
Yeah.
it particularly matter.
Yeah. It's just more of it's like I know, like with spiders, if you touch any of their web, they'll know about it. Like it doesn't matter whether it's silenced or not. So it depends if it's that kind of
Well,
situation.
If that's the thing, we're completely fucked anyway.
Yeah.
If
yeah,
it's not
true.
the thing, we've taken a precaution to prevent what might also be the thing from happening.
Yeah.
We can only do what we can do.
Yeah. The only
We've
other
just gotta suck it up.
the only other thing I could do is another clairvoyance and just shove it really far, as far down the path as,
This
But
point,
other
we
than
might
that-
just
Too
go.
much.
yeah. Just seeing what our just seeing options really, but that's the only kind
I
of.
think silence is probably a best option unless anyone has a better idea than that.
I've got nothing.
Willing to do it, might as well.
Sounds
Just
good to
looking through
me.
my spell list. Don't have anything. I think let's do the silence.
I can make things that are invisible glow, and I can make things pitch black. Pretty useless at that point.
Yeah. All right then. So assuming it covers the space, Talari will cast Silence. Basically, as
Yeah.
dead center on the block of ice as she possibly can.
Yeah. This probably doesn't quite overlap the entire length of the ford, but it covers enough that you feel like it's going to be okay.
All right. I've burnt the level 2 slot, so.
Okay. So you take some precautions. You throw some rope over on the other side and make sure anyone who's walking doesn't
Mhm.
slip. And then everyone's got gonna get across nice and smooth.
If
but
anyone wants to get anything off their chest, you can do it while in the orb of silence. Nobody would hear it. If anyone, I don't know, has any flatulence, then that's the best time to do it. Krusk or Thoradin,
If anyone
It just
wants to
comes out when
sneeze.
it comes
well,
out.
can you at least try to hold it in for the silence orb?
I
please?
can't hold it in.
Ugh.
Something worse will come out.
You have to. You remember, Thoradin? We are behind you. Yeah, we have been dealing with this for the entire time.
We're outside.
It
will
doesn't
just,
matter.
you know,
We're
it's not
moving
as
into your.
effective.
We are moving into your path, Thoradin. Please cross out the back.
I'll try and aim it away from you.
Rude.
Krusk has snuck some rations to the back. He's just having a munch at the moment.
Yeah, so as you go across the ice, there's a little bit of ooh, as before you go into the silence area, but then as you pass through, you don't hear anything. Anyone who's on the other side doesn't also hear anything in the silenced area. Like you don't hear anything around it happening. You do notice that a bit more water, perhaps flowing through, like underneath, because of like the weights like crunching down some of like the ice underneath. So without it, most definitely some sound would have been made. You expect, if you were there to hear it.
Hmm.
But the silence does indeed have your intended effect, and all of you do get across in good speed. As you do go further across the rest of the road, do you guys plan to be any extra silenter?
I think it.
Or
I think at this point we're sneaking along on high
Yeah.
alert.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay,
Tiptoe.
As far as you can sneak with 4 fucking
Yeah.
carts.
yeah. You go around and double check everything's like nicely either roped down or that one wheel is extra grease so that no errant squeak's gonna come around. So you prepare the wagons and everything for as much as possible, and you creep along the road. It's slow going. It takes a good measure of the day to get through, but eventually you go through like a densely cold area where you're practically like your breath is steaming in the air more so than like the fog, and nothing happens as you go through, and eventually it starts to get warmer. You feel the fog is starting to get less dense, and you start to see more of the sky, more of your surroundings around you, and eventually you think you've left the mist behind.
Damn.
Nice.
Why are you
Congratulations.
saying think? Okay, good.
We
It was
must.
definitely underneath us. I
Yeah.
think we just walked over a dragon, guys.
Yeah. It probably was. Yeah. It probably would have like just jumped
Oh.
out if it had heard something. You know.
What the fuck?
Well done,
Fuck
everybody,
me.
for being super stealthy. I'm so proud.
Fuck this.
No.
Can we see the
Okay.
next town in the distance?
No, it's still like a good like day or so away
It's
on the
still a
normal
little way
travel.
away.
Okay, thank the gods we're out of the right now. All I'm
Yeah.
gonna say is, how much are we getting paid for this again?
Should be way
200
more.
gold each.
I don't know. I usually have Thoradin's normally.
Why are you trusting Thoradin with the fucking gold, Talari?
Whoa, he should at least know how much we're getting paid. That's kind of his thing. That's kind of one of his
That's
defining
true.
traits.
That's
That and
true. What
electrocute
he'll
Gives a
do
grand.
people.
Hmm?
And he doesn't
What
electrocute
he'll
anyone
do
anymore.
is say that he's getting paid more than you, and you won't know if you let him do all the figuring.
Ah, that's true, I suppose. Well, it kind of
It's all for me. That's my cut.
No,
It's all for me.
no. It's
You
fine.
fucking wish.
So that's all I remember.
No. You got us into shit with an entire adult dragon because you have no respect for the
Wait,
dead.
wait.
You little dickhead. You
What?
do not get.
I saved the day actually. I
you
saved
not
the
get
day.
any cut. No, you
I
ruined
saved
the
the
day
day.
before you saved it.
I saved the day.
You fucking saved. What the fuck did you save?
I could have lost those heads, but no, I had them spare.
Thoradin, it's not
And I
about
got a
saving.
scales.
It's not
It's not
saving the
saving
day when
you
you just.
caused the problem.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's not really saving the day.
I'll still take it as a win.
You could
It
take
could
it
have
as
gone a
a
lot
win.
worse.
Saved nothing. You caused the problem. You fucking little shit.
We're fine. We're unscathed. We defeated 2 baby dragons. Come on.
Yeah.
You should be proud. We should all be proud.
Yes, at least nobody died. Apart
I'm
from.
hate
really not
you.
proud.
Yeah.
Your life would be boring without me, so. You wouldn't get into all this fun.
No, you, Thoradin, you are not the problem in my life, okay? You are minor irritation in my life. You just happen to be standing in front of me.
Oh dear. At least you're in front of him. You know.
I
Better than
still
behind
saved
him.
you.
If I'm paying
Why do you think I took to the air?
Oh, didn't know it was that battery. Jeez.
Just maybe, lay off the beers, okay? Just a little.
You know.
Just a little. No, you
I
are
don't know if I
you
can.
are a minor problem, but you are a present problem, and therefore I can shout at you because I just had one of the most terrifying experiences of my life because of you.
I mean, I suppose you
You
can't really.
little shit.
She can't really yell at the dragon, can she? I mean,
I can't
No.
really yell at the dragon.
True. I mean, I wouldn't want to yell at the dragon. It's terrifying.
No. No. Well, at least we're out of the.
We're out the fog.
Yes.
We're fucking leaving.
Now we get to
Life is good.
No, well, you say that. Now we got to get to go to the town of violence. You know?
A town dedicated to a god of violence.
It's still, you know, still
It's
violent.
fine. It's fine, Talari. You can patch people up, and none of us are going to have a problem being in the town of violence.
Hmm.
Talari is the odd one out here.
Well, I've kind of gotten used to it with the rest of you. You know, people punching each other senseless. I would imagine it's just a town of that.
This is what you get. This is what you get for hanging out with a bunch of warriors.
Yes, yes. Well, you know, we all kind of thrust together, as it were.
Nevertheless, you did choose to stay, so you must like something about us.
You know, pros and cons, isn't there? Pros and cons.
More pros and cons. Cool.
You have Thoradin's charming personality.
Krusk can't decide what personality he wants to have.
You don't even got 3 of Krusk's charming personality.
Too soon to lie.
Jeez.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's just, you know, I guess we don't drop our guard in the next town either.
We'll keep you safe. And Nadia's gonna like pat Talari on the shoulder. They'll keep you safe. It'll be fine.
Oh, thank you, Nadia. Thank you.
I don't think, speaking of letting our guard down, I don't think we should let our guard down on this journey either. There's nothing stopping one of those dragons leaving the mist.
It's very true, but at least we'll see it coming.
I didn't
Just know-
see the Lady of Death coming. She just burrowed out of the ground,
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
That was pretty impressive, though.
Well, you can tell her that when she's chomping on you.
I think that's some bullshit. How come dragons get to like breathe lightning and burrow and have cool wings and be like this big, and I'm stuck being this big and not having any of the rest of that cool stuff?
I mean,
I don't know
Drink some dragon
how
blood.
to
I
even
don't- you
approach that question. Go to the dragon, see if you can become a dragon. I don't know how it works.
You can turn yourself. Can you turn yourself into a dragon?
Someone maybe.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and
Can
no.
I-
Talari, you're a
Polymorph.
mage. Can you turn yourself into a dragon?
I no.
Like
no.
in general, not you particularly. Can mages in general turn themselves into dragons if they try hard enough?
I mean, you know, you can shapeshift. You can become other things. You know, so there are certain elements of magic that shapeshifting is a thing. Yes.
Cool.
I can't do that though. Before we, you know,
Well, I didn't think you could do that because you're like healing magic and
Mm.
like that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And like those. What was it? Like a mace, like the glowing mace thing. You can
Yeah.
do that.
I very much doubt we're going to ever find a mage who can do that in the next village.
No.
What was its name again? Hagrek? Hagrek?
Hugek or something like
Hug,
that.
hug,
yeah.
hug, 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 hug.
None of us speak the
Goblin.
language. I'm mispronouncing this terribly.
You know, it tracks. None of us speak Goblin, I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I meant.
It tracks.
So you've got a bit of a decision to make. So you feel that if you travel at your current pace, you will probably have to stop before you get to Hrukik village. But you feel that if you pushed the horses and pushed the caravan, you could probably get there by the evening.
Push him.
I don't know, man. Do we really want to have? Yeah.
Do we
guess.
want to risk that?
Because if we needed to exit for whatever reason, and our horses are completely knackered, then
Won't be
If
the
there is
first
a
time
dragon
we-
chasing us, please just.
well,
push
if a
him.
dragon,
wouldn't
what
be
if
the
a dragon's
first time we
chasing
had to
us?
skip town in the middle of the
If
night.
yeah, exactly, and if a dragon is chasing us, that's when you leg it. But there's no reason to just leg it straight away. You know, I don't know. I don't. To me, it doesn't make sense to necessarily push it if we don't need to.
all I'm picturing is us going to sleep and waking up at a massive white scaly face looking at us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But the thing is, but again, in theory, we're out of the. I mean, I suppose not if it's borrowing, I guess.
we're out of their territory at least.
Yeah. Like it, we'd like to think we know that they're coming, either by the ground rumbling, or hear them from the sky, you know. But
We have the Book of Holg, right?
yeah,
Talari, can they do the whole shape-shifting thing you mentioned earlier? Can that
Dragons and
happen?
mages,
Can
yeah.
dragons do that?
I think I checked this before because I was kind of
Some
worried that
dragons and mages.
because I was worried that that kobold with the white flag thing. I thought it was like
The dragon.
symbolism for being like, oh, it's the white dragon, white flag, white dragon. But
I mean, yeah, it's not the weirdest leap anyone's ever made.
you can never tell with dragons, But
I've heard of some
Dragons
changing
can
their
fucking
form
bear.
but
once or twice.
but I don't think these ones can't do that. I think maybe the let me just quickly have a look at the bigger ones. Maybe you're confusing it with the big ones. But the ones that
How
we
much bigger do they fucking get?
I mean, Bahamut is pretty fucking
Yeah,
huge.
but Bahamut is a god.
well, yes, but
I'm just saying,
I mean,
pretty
imagine. I mean, you saw how
Not
big.
just making a dragon.
You saw how big. The dragon we encountered was. Like,
Yeah.
imagine it was like 5 feet bigger in every way. Either side.
Only 5 feet though. I suppose
In
that's
each
quite a lot.
direction,
I'm
like
6
height,
feet tall.
depth,
Yeah.
width. In every dimension. But they can't. I mean, the ancient blue ones they can't shapeshift either. But so we're fortunate in that sense.
So no shape-shifting dragons. That's good.
Doesn't look like it. No.
Okay, so not gonna be like some old beggar on the road and then I'm a dragon. Fuck you guys.
You've now got a dragon paranoia, haven't you?
I'm terrified.
But obviously they can.
Dragon
They scared the shit
paranoia.
out of me.
Yeah, that's legit.
Mm.
You're not the only person that scared the shit out of.
But obviously, they do have the digging underground business.
Yeah,
But
we
but
would probably know
you'd like to think something that large digging underground,
would make a bit of noise.
you'd feel it for at least, But yes. But yes, it stands to reason. I don't feel very comfortable having the horses being very tired by the time we reach Hugugugug village.
We don't think you
Okay,
pronounced that
Popeye.
right. I can't remember its actual name now.
Krugik.
Krugik, yes. Well, yeah.
Krugik.
Krugik.
Kruguk.
Well, I don't feel
It's
Talari
hard.
would be able to pronounce, So,
Yeah, so she's just fucking given up.
she just go Hugugug. Yeah, yeah.
Krugik.
That's about. She's gonna. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we'll make camp. We'll find somewhere nice and sheltered. Keep it on the down low. It'll be fine.
Okay, if everyone's in agreement with that, fair enough. I don't want to be near the dragons anymore.
That's fair. Well,
That's legit.
we could
It's a
always.
good job you don't sleep, isn't it? Otherwise, you'd be well knackered because you're going to be up all night regardless.
Gonna be freaking out, Nadia.
Well, we can always do our 2-person rotation, rather than only me and Turi this time if we're that concerned.
Oh, yeah, we're doing that. Definitely. I couldn't punch the tiny dragon for shit, and then the big ones appeared. I'm
it's a-
scared shitless.
Well,
It's
it's
been a
more of a
target,
it's more of a
Turi.
target.
You
So
know
you
how much easier time of hitting it.
You know?
Doing any damage, on the other hand.
Oh. Whether we'll feel it or not is a very different
Yeah,
matter.
exactly. But target like this, as opposed to target like this, yeah, probably okay.
I am a very, very fast puncher, but I have a feeling my knuckles will do very little to dragon scales.
Well, this is the thing. On the other hand, I have a fucking great axe, and I don't know how much that difference that's going to make to a dragon scale either.
At least it's sharp.
Yeah,
that's true.
Thoradin cut one of their heads off.
Don't start that again. I still haven't fucking forgiven him for that.
Just because he cut the head off is one thing. Keeping the head is completely different. You know, that's where the real argument is.
I am mad at him.
Speaking of Thoradin, I think maybe we like limit the trophies from certain kills. Maybe we just go for
Nah,
something a little bit smaller.
That's unfair. That's unfair.
No,
No, I'm not saying no
You
trophy
I need
at
someone to
all.
remind me.
adult dragon, you do not get to talk shit about
Well-
anything.
Well, maybe limit the trophies when you know that the thing you're killing has parents in the immediate vicinity. That
What
we
I'm
are its
suggesting-
dinner. You know.
What I'm suggesting is some kind of like compromise here. So not so much desecrating the body, but still being able to take something, you know?
Like a tooth.
Yeah.
Or a
I
claw.
took a tooth. I
Oh.
took some skills.
Well, there you go. You already have your.
I'm not getting out of there with
Souvenir.
nothing. If I'm killing a dragon, I'm taking something. I'm taking a trophy to prove
I
that
don't
I
know.
killed a dragon.
I don't know how
No
you
more
managed to.
desecrating dead, like, thinking creatures. It's more trouble than it's worth.
If it attacks me, I'm taking the trophy.
It did attack us. in
Yeah,
theory.
there you go.
Right.
No,
And that is
I
grounds for
agree.
killing
It
them.
attacked us.
That is
Fair
not
enough.
grounds for bringing its entire clan down on us for revenge because we're acting like little shits. Which
Well, I
is
think the
what
revenge
just
would have
happened.
been us killing it anyway, right? It wasn't because we
Yeah.
chopped off the heads, because we
No,
killed it.
they were upset because
They were
we
mad because we
desecrated the
desecrated
bodies.
their dead.
What I'm suggesting is that if you're going to take a trophy, maybe make it something small and reasonable. It's not so much of a desecration of the body as it is a missing tooth.
Like half a head.
No, like a tooth.
You know, you can,
You're not fucking helping.
you can take a tooth or an eye or I don't know, a claw.
Something it could have lost in battle,
Yeah.
but that actually you just pried off with your bare hands.
Dragon heart?
A little bit more difficult to get
Bit
to, probably.
harder.
I'm sure Thoradin would find a way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
shut
get
up.
it
You're
now.
not fucking helping.
I get it.
Who are we talking to here? Krusk or Umbra?
Yeah, good point.
Get all the organs.
yeah,
Say
yeah.
like a little,
Harvest.
Take the
say like a little
heart.
whispering.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, I suppose if the adult came and we killed the adult, there's not really anything else. There's nothing higher up on that food chain. You could obviously take.
Take both the heads.
Don't encourage him.
I'm just saying,
Desecrating
like,
the dead is bad, and we don't do it, okay? Next time I fucking catch you at it, you are getting a kicking.
well, we have to
I mean,
take
they're
the, we have
just,
to sever-
they're just going in the ground.
Well, we
It's
have to
just
s-
a
we have-
body.
well, we
They're
have-
going in the ground anyway.
we have to cut their heads off anyway because
Take
of
it.
the whole undead thing. We don't want an undead dragon on
Yeah.
our hands. That sounds like bad news.
Wait,
That
hold on
definitely
a
sounds
second
like
here.
bad news.
Can dragons also become undead? I thought that was just a humanoid thing.
Well, I suppose in theory anything can become undead. It's
Huh?
always-
Oh, you just freaked Terry out
In
now.
theory.
Turi's like
Well,
twitching at this
it's
point.
up,
freaked her out now.
But it's okay. We cut their heads off. They can't be undead without their heads.
Yeah. See, I did you guys
Sorry
better.
where sentience become undead.
Everything sentient becomes undead.
Which definitely means that the
So
Draconic
dragons
are a
can.
possibility.
Mm.
Undead dragons.
Gotta be some
Have fun.
powerful
Oh.
magic to get that.
It's a good job you don't sleep, otherwise you'd be having
I mean,
some
if
nightmares.
it helps you, there's no undead dragons in this book of Holg, so you know maybe
That just means Holg hasn't tripped over one yet.
that's true. That means they're rare, you know. So you know.
Well, dragons are thinking beings. They bury or burn or whatever they do something with their dead to prevent them from becoming undead, I'll bet you.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I don't think they want to deal with an undead dragon either.
They don't want to deal with an undead dragon either. And nobody wants to deal with an undead anything.
I suppose you'd have to cut the heads off. You can't really like burn like a fire dragon, could you?
Depends on the dragon, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, you can't burn. You can't burn a red one.
Yeah.
Let fire through. Can you imagine?
It's not setting a light. What's going on?
What's the
This pyre
Keep
seems to be
adding
here.
fire.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Okay.
We've never had this before.
But yes, we did cut their heads off. That was good. No undead dragons. We then put them in a sack, Thoradin, and that was bad. No desecrating the dead.
Yes. Yeah. That was.
Did the dragon say how it knew it was us? Our character question.
We
fucking-
told them.
They asked and we told them.
Yeah, but they didn't. They didn't know.
Krusk,
They
you
didn't
and
know.
I
No.
walked up and brutally, honestly, just went, "Yeah, we killed the dragons."
Yeah, we did.
I do remember
Fucking
Gareth saying
told
that, yeah.
Yeah, they were literally just sitting on the path asking everybody, like, "Did you do it?"
Maybe they
Just on
were.
the off chance that they
Just on the
caught
off chance, yeah.
monster,
Because that's
yeah.
why they went to
Maybe
the
they were.
bugbears, didn't they? I think that's why they went to the
Yeah,
bugbears
I thought that was
first.
just
they?
like a rage
Well,
like vengeance.
no,
I think it was a bit of a rage.
it was more that I think they went there to ask them, but then the bugbears like lost
like,
their
"No,
shit
fuck
and then
you."
attacked straight straight
Yeah.
away.
Okay.
So
Okay.
They did
Yeah.
say that.
I do remember Crest telling her.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did say that. You did tell them, so they did
I thought
know.
honesty was the best policy.
Well,
I mean,
Maybe it was.
They
I
don't
mean,
attack
if we'd
you,
been
so
found out
it's true.
lying,
Yeah.
we'd probably been well shafted.
that's
Yeah.
true.
I think one of our angles was, oh, I wonder if this makes us better than their gods, and maybe the kobolds will be on our side now.
That
This
I am
was
thinking
our, was
yeah,
our
about
you
thought
want to
kobolds.
process.
redeem the
Fair enough.
kobolds
I'm really sad we didn't. Get
and rescue them from Durance Vile.
it can be a side mission one day. We'll go back and.
Just an army of kobolds.
Yeah.
With 5 HP and
I just-
armed with pots and pans.
Hey,
I just want to liberate them from their
pawns in
shackles.
chess are still a piece.
That's all right. All right. Yeah.
One day.
Very philosophical.
Yeah.
um,
All right.
so you decide to carry on as you are, normal speed, and
find
set
a
up
nice
camp
camping
and
place.
come across Krukik village
Set up a
in
sneaky
normal
camp, I
daylight.
think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice and
so,
covered. You know.
I will say Turi's definitely got like an arrow already out in her hand, just as they're walking.
So as you're going along the path,
Mhm.
you do see a patrol of bugbears, all dyed purple fur
Hmm.
as
Was
you're
it-
going along.
Because it's
'Cause,
purple.
it's
One was purple. One was yellow, right? Before
green.
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 Okay.
Which way are they going?
Purple.
Sorry, into the mist.
It looks more like a patrol. It's
Oh.
it's just
They'll
there's
go
about
out,
four.
they'll come back.
There's about 4 of them.
Crest will go up to them. If
Yeah,
they're
is
like,
this when we're camped, or is this when we're just like walking along?
You're going along, and it's like you're trying to find the right place to camp.
So in the evening?
So it's the evening time, and this, you as you're trying to think, could that be a good copse of trees? Could that hill be a good lee point to set up camp? And you're browsing the menu of options available to you now that you don't have to think, oh crap, I'm in the mist, I can't see.
Mhm.
What's a
Overall.
strategic hiding environment as well as good camping environment?
Yeah.
Group of cheese generally, I'd expect. Yeah. So you come across. So you see a group of 4 bugbears, dyed purple fur, patrolling along. So
Crest
Krusk,
will,
does
mhm.
anyone else want to talk to them, or just are you happy to let Krusk go on ahead?
Thoradin will go up with him as backup.
Get their heads.
Let's not piss off
That's
the Violence
terrific.
Village.
So yeah, Crest will just be like, hello, Sir Bears.
Oh there.
Yes, greetings. Rah! um, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but I just wanted you to know that we just came through the mist, and we found some of your fellows. They've been attacked and killed by a dragon. But there were no survivors, I'm afraid.
It's a shame, but obviously weren't strong enough, were they? Ha!
Yeah, not as strong as us. Jeez.
Yeah, we well, just wanted to let you know. I'm sorry for your loss.
Are you heading to Krukik village?
We are. Yeah, if you could give us any pointers or any general tips before we go, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Best ale. Where is it?
The Cleric clan, us, are the best. Oh, you don't want to trust anybody else. Just trust the Cleric. That's us.
What are the other clans? So we know who to avoid.
Well, you have the filthy Rooster.
Are they
We
called
have-
the Filthy Rooster? Or are you calling them the Filthy Rooster?
No one calls himself filthy.
Some people do.
Why'd you do that?
Well, the Rooster, they currently lay claim to to the village, but come Togagak, we'll claim it off them.
Definitely.
Now, I'd steer clear of the rest. You got Zell, they're blue.
Oh my god.
You got Gorok, they're yellow. You got Urgrim, they're green. Got us, Korak, we're purple.
Korak!
And then the Roosra, the filthy buggers, they're pink.
Oh my god.
Oh, pink. Oh no. Oh no. Stay away from them. Jesus. Who
Wow.
wants to be pink? I mean, come on.
Purple superior.
Yeah, purple's the
It's
colour.
fucking
Strong.
pink.
Oh god.
Purple's a strong colour.
It is a strong color, a very royal color, regal. Can what's this? What do you say, Tokak or something? Oh wait, no, you
Tokagak.
explained last time. Crust,
Oh, yeah.
Crust knows what it is, right?
Survive, yeah. So that's the literal term is survive. You don't really know much else about it apart
Okay.
from the literal translation is survive.
Can we
I'll
enter?
ask him then. I'll say to him, yeah, like what's Togak? I guess is it some kind of tournament or?
Ha! It is the fight of the year. Everybody fights for the city, and the clan that wins gets the city.
Can anyone enter?
Well, it's for the clans, so you got to be in a clan.
I see. Can anyone join a clan? How does one get into a clan?
Why would
Can't,
you
can't paint myself purple and join your clan.
Yeah,
God.
can we join?
Why?
Hypothetically,
Why would you want to?
because then we get a clan, a family,
Legendary fight.
Oh my word.
and the family.
Are you bloodied and emboldened warriors prepared to die for the cause?
I already have died for a cause.
Oh my
What's the
Can you
cause?
top that?
Clan, obviously.
The cause is the clan.
Just a clan. Any
Is
gold?
Control of the city be ours.
Is there a big bank? Big vault? A lot of gold in there.
It's a bank, sure.
How does one
we
join,
fight for glory, for honor.
how does one join the clan? I always wanted to be part of a clan.
You're part of the
Prove
Justice
yourself.
Collective.
It's not a
Yeah.
clan. And you guys you're resisting my my attempts.
We're not there. It's like, we're not there.
Yeah, we're not
I
there.
mean,
but,
in general, you're
Wait, so
resisting
you'd
the Justice
Two
Collective.
complete and utter strangers, apparently.
Nah, there's the clan. Look at them. They're lovely.
It's purple. It's
Yeah,
manly. It's
purple.
manly purple.
Strong
That's
colour.
what you need. No, Crust.
Crust is quite interested. Yeah. How do you
Crust is
join the
such a
clan?
You prove yourself an honor and bloodied warrior.
How do you prove it? Is it like an initiation, or do you have to just do something on my own?
Well, you fight.
Well, we killed 2 baby dragons. Is that enough?
Ha! Baby dragons. Give me an adult and I'll let you in.
Ah, I should have killed them.
Well, you've most of your friends died to them, so I'm not sure if they'd be up to the task. But
Wow.
If they died, they're not worthy.
Yeah.
Who do I have to fight to get into the clan?
You fight the clan.
The whole clan.
what?
When do I stop fighting?
Until you are the clan. That's the only ones left.
I'm not clear on the rules.
I don't think you have to kill the clan. I think you just have to survive the
Or maybe
clan.
you just gotta impress them by just putting up like a good fight, sort of thing. Is it what kind of fight? Like killing, to the death? Is it just like a punch up?
Well, to your death, maybe.
Chris kind of like chuckles nervously, like, do I have to put in like a request, like a formal request, or do I just draw my sword? Or
Are you
take
picking a
form.
fight with some randos on the road?
not here.
This is what we weren't doing.
When we get into
You'll-
town, maybe.
It will take like a step back and it'll like size you up and you'll be like, are you being serious?
Yes.
Are you having me on? Or are you gonna try and join our clan? I will put out word that you want to join our clan, and if you don't, that's it.
It's like a brotherhood, right? Yeah, I want to join.
Whoa, Krusk. You're
Crap.
gonna cut all ties with us and join this clan?
No, can't I be part of the clan? And my other smaller clan?
No.
One clan, one man,
One life.
one family.
Crust
It
looks
had to
like
be done.
Haiss. He looks for Thoradin. I always wanted to be part of a clan, Thoradin.
Oh, the
you
Justice
guys
Collective.
could join
We
as
can
well.
be a clan. We can make it a clan. We're
Well,
supposed
like
to be a family.
I feel like you
Yeah.
guys aren't feeling the clan, the Justice Collective.
Your Justice Collective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not having me on. You're actually the Justice Collective.
Oh no.
Yeah, you've heard of us.
Yeah, you got a problem with
Here
that?
we go.
You sent down Tyr. Ha 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 ha. Of course, we will sing to your lives. Bringing down Tyr. Just that motherfucker. May he
Well-
rot in non-existence.
Wow.
Oh, that's harsh words. Strong words.
Look, he was a nice guy. Okay, he was well intentioned.
He will spit on the ground. Tyr was fucking awful. All the rules, all the decisions. No. Not us. No. Not bound to our rules. Not our family.
Well,
We will toast you for bringing him down.
You really want to be a part of this clan, Krusk?
I think you know what, Thoradin, you're right. I've got my own clan. Yeah, I could be loyal to them.
Well, keep an eye out for purple. That's the clan.
Yeah. Oh, what's your name, friend?
Holster.
Holster. Nice. I'm Krusk of the Justice Collective, as you know.
You'll like take you by the shoulder and like headbutt, but it's like not like a aggressive headbutt.
Yeah.
It's like a fondness of like
Nice.
it's like you imagine it's like their handshake.
Yeah.
It's
Cool. Yeah.
like take you out and like
That's kind of cute,
headbutt.
actually.
Some people kiss.
Yeah,
It's like-
comfortable to give me a respectful headbutt back.
Be safe. Be strong.
And to you as well. I wish you strong arms and blood in the fight to come. The city will be yours. I'm sure of it.
Damn right. Hoo, 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 hoo. And they'll turn around and head back to like the city.
You fucking too.
Nice.
Wow.
When Krusk
So when
gets
you
back to
come back,
camp,
Daddy's gonna be like, so what did that lot want then?
Great,
Krusk
great
goes,
guys. Purple
is
for
on
life.
you.
Oh!
Yeah, we met some great fellows. They were telling
Right.
us a bit about the city.
And what did you learn about the city?
We should stay away from all the other clans. Purple is the best.
Okay, what will happen if we ask any of the other clans? They're gonna go, stay away from all the others. We're totally the best.
They're filthy liars. We made a true friend today in one of the clans, in the purple clan. I forgot their name.
The Purple Clan.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I will not be seen in the town with
Correct.
anyone other than purple. We have to be loyal.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh.
Why do you care? You've met them once.
We
You
headbutted.
know literally nothing about them.
They
It's
almost kissed. They almost kissed.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
It was
Don't go
Oh.
snogging strangers
Really,
on the road.
Krusk?
Brad.
That's okay.
it was intense.
Didn't realize you were kissing strangers. That's a bit.
That's never
Hey,
a good look.
Hey, it was respectful.
There was a connection there. Yeah.
Okay.
He did like tell us one useful thing that they actually do respect the Justice Collective.
Oh,
They
yeah.
all hate. They
Really?
all hate here. They
Well-
hate it with a passion.
They what?
Yeah.
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 Hate's a strong word. I think they maybe she didn't see eye to eye with him.
He was spitting on the
They-
ground.
Ah, it's
That generally means they hate. Yeah.
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 unrelated spitting, I think.
But,
So
okay, so for the first time, being Justice Collective is a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the way that is
Well,
necessary.
yeah, not in the same way, but
But not in the way we
just go with
Sounds
it.
about right. Sounds about right. Why did we let you two go off on your own, eh?
We could learn a thing or two from them, I think. They're like a
No,
real
I
family.
don't think we can, Krusk.
They're like
I
a real
think we
clan.
can learn very
Yeah.
little.
Well, I mean,
See
if
what a real clan is like.
to be fair though, I mean the one handy thing, if this city is governed by clans or run in clans, then being in with one could prove useful to us.
So are the purple ones the leaders?
They are aiming to be the leaders. Their tournament is coming up where they're going to fight for control of the city.
Who?
But
Oh,
who
is
are
that
the
the
leaders
survival
now?
thing?
Yeah, Tucker Crow or something.
Okay.
So what
Tokagak.
clan is are the leaders now then?
He forgot to ask.
Yeah, I don't know.
That
I
face
think
means he forgot
the
to
Rooster-
They were
ask.
purple though. Purple's going to win.
Yeah, but it would be useful
Okay,
to
the
know.
Rooster.
The rooster.
The rooster. Yellow ones, right?
Stra- So,
No, pink.
Yellow's
Pink.
in charge. Okay.
so
Rooster's pink.
basically, you're saying that we have to hang out with the purple clan that currently have no control of the city, no influence whatsoever, until
Oh.
they possibly win this Torgak.
I think they control different areas of the city, but yellow's or pink or whichever one it is overall in charge.
Feels like maybe we should talk and try to get in with the pinks.
They're
Cross
going to be
is
here
his
for
arm.
what, 3 days? I don't think it matters that much.
Thoradin is going to spit on the ground. The pinks? Are you kidding me?
You say this, Nadia, but you know what? With the luck that
You
we've
have
had,
all
I wouldn't even be surprised if there was a fucking civil. Sorry, no, she wouldn't swear. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a civil war that happens as soon as we're there.
I'm
I mean,
just
apparently
saying.
they have like an official one every so often. So
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
think-
know what? Some people I don't know, sabotage. I don't know how these people think.
I think they're very much the strong survive.
I'm just
Maybe-
saying,
Mhm.
with you two, you met these people for 5 minutes and you're literally ready to lay your entire loyalty down to them with
I mean-
no knowledge of the others.
I mean,
Oh,
were any of
oh,
those were any of those the leader of their clan? Their clans?
he doesn't know
Uh,
that because he didn't ask.
So
No.
so
Also,
basically,
Thoradin, what have we learned about unspecified alliances recently?
He just seemed like a nice guy. I'm not swaying with the purples, but
I
I,
mean-
didn't really think we should get too tied
I'm
with
friends
anyone.
with the guy, but I'm just saying, what have we learned about vague alliances? And oh yeah, it totally looks good recently. And I'm looking at you here too, Krusk, because you were here for that.
I mean,
Purple's
okay.
alive.
In their defense, having friends in the city isn't a bad thing. The issue is though, these guys could be just the grunts at the bottom and really doesn't help us in any way.
That's
You
what
know?
I'm saying.
You know, if
Well,
it was
look
with the
before
leader
like
or someone higher up in their little club,
Hmm.
then maybe he would have helped us a little bit more. But we don't know. But I guess we've got some information. We've got the clans. We know there's colours. Got some weird rainbow stuff going on, but that's fine.
Yep.
How often do you reckon they have to dye all that fur? Do you just get into a big bath full of dye and dye yourself green or purple or whatever?
I don't even know what they're colouring themselves with.
They're not completely purple, are they? I was imagining them like tinged purple.
Matt said they was purple.
Completely.
Purple.
Oh
Are
wow.
they purple all over?
Is it
Yeah,
like
Like
natural
hedgehog.
purple, or do they look like they've just smeared stuff all over them?
Oh, you got magic, so it doesn't. Just
Yeah,
like
probably
someone's.
they magic themselves purple.
Probably, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a ring or
Nadia's
something.
forgotten you can magic yourself purple and is trying to
Yeah.
work out how you dye your whole body.
Like the non bugbear people you saw that were like part of the green or purple groups. Their armor was dyed that color, and then any hair that they had was also dyed that color.
But their
Right,
skin
right.
was
So the
still
skin was
regular
normal.
colour.
Yeah.
So they weren't like Oompa Loompas or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
I tempted to cast dancing lights purple when we go.
Oh, for the love of Christ, right?
Show our
Okay.
band, show our flag.
This is why we do not have a clan feeling. It's because we don't actually have a clan. We have you doing random shit
Yeah.
against everyone else's advice.
We can
That's
make
pretty
What's the advice
fair,
against purple?
actually.
What's wrong with purple?
No, there's nothing wrong with purple. I'm just saying, don't put all your loyalty into one people that you've only just met. You have no idea what the others are like. You
Mm.
could have just made friends with murderers.
True. They could be the bad ones.
They could be the worst ones.
Wait, isn't your
You're
dress
judging bad
purple?
here.
Did you dress
But
purple?
yeah,
That's
you know
that's
nothing
an
about them.
independent
You know
thing.
nothing about what they want. You know
Things are-
nothing about who they are.
Things are allowed to be purple, Thoradin, without them following their, their.
Well, I don't know. If you're walking in with a purple dress, and they might insinuate
Just-
something.
just- Okay, I want to literally pass through this town as quickly as possible and move on. Let's just get the traders there, get our money, move on.
I personally am hoping for a few good sparring matches.
Might want to be careful who you spar in this city.
Yeah, they might go a bit further than sparring.
Or
Yeah,
do you
or
know?
they might-
Do you know which
Well,
ones
this is
do it?
why you ask beforehand. If they're like, "Ha, no, I'm going to try and kill you," then you're like, "Well, fuck off, mate. Will you try and kill him back?"
I mean,
If
I'll be there
you
to kill
talk
you as
to
well.
somebody, you can generally work out what they want. And if you're at a sparring ground, generally what you want is a sparring match.
I'll just say you should be careful. I think these guys' definition of sparring is a bit different to what a normal
I
definition might
worry
be.
So you're
that-
telling me to be careful
Yeah, you should be
right
careful, yeah.
now. Fucking hell.
I mean, you never know. I suppose they could smell blood and go feral. I suppose.
Yeah, that's what I was
Whoa,
thinking. They
that's
might be. Well, no, but they might be. You
Get over
know,
it. People get
a type
excited.
There might be a type of people that when the violence starts, they find it very hard to stop. It
So
can be a bit of an addiction.
this is different to the present company. How? Just putting that out there, Turi.
Oh,
We all that bloodlust now and again.
We have been very good recently, stopping before killing. Not talking to you, Thoradin.
I'm exempt
So
from that, yeah.
far,
So just off doing his own thing.
you know, I've not killed much for a while.
We've been quite
So-
restrained, actually. I think.
Yeah,
we really
no, I
killed
think,
like.
Focus
I
on the
think
shank.
we've done pretty well, you know?
Even that necromancer dude, the recent one, we arrested rather than killing him.
Yeah, but that's because we did not know he was a necromancer at the time.
Krusk, didn't you burn some kobolds out of a tree?
No,
I
you-
had
Hey,
to.
it's
You
not
got.
painless.
I meant it was painless. It was a quick death.
Oh, it's not painless.
It's still
That's not
painless.
painless, mate.
I did it to
Necromancer,
save you guys. I
necromancer,
did it to save you guys. They were gonna make you laugh.
really
Look,
pissed
I
off,
don't-
and he's like sworn he's gonna come and hunt you down.
Ah, we'll talk it out.
I,
There we go.
I don't know how magic works. I don't know if you could even incapacitate them without having to actually kill them with whatever spells that Krusk knows, so I'm not going to entirely hold it against him. Thoradin, however, just was happy to snap necks.
I've done it in my dreams. It just felt natural.
God.
Wow.
Look, all I'm saying is, I think it's fair to say, we, as evidence of it as well, sometimes when you get into a violent standoff, it is very hard to stop.
Okay, I'll go and have a careful sparring match.
I mean,
Thank you.
I'll
I'm
And
gonna shit
Krusk,
scared
I
out of me
swear
by
to
a
God.
dragon. Like, give me something.
No, that's fine. You get into a sparring match. I'm just saying, just a warning, okay? And
I mean, don't-
Krusk, I
I'm
swear
gonna
to
be there.
God,
So don't worry, I'll be there to heal you if
Yeah,
It's-
I'm
it's-
Talari. My
it's not the
uncle.
healing I'm worried about. It's the blood frenzy that occurs and starts
Oh,
from the
okay.
middle of the sparring match and just works its way out to the city.
or like a bar brawl.
Yeah,
Yes,
just like that.
It
On a massive
expands.
scale.
Yeah, just the
Just
Togagak just starts right there.
It is literally cold.
Just shouting colours.
Out of the gods of violence. Definitely would be worried about that. Krusk, I swear if I see you in tainted, like, purple clothes that you've painted or anything else where you've just decided to become part of a clan, I'm leaving you here.
You know, it's really funny because I was just thinking this. So you will see Krusk, like, who was looking over at, like, the merchants who are with us, trying to look at their wares. He's like, oh, no, of course not.
To be fair, this is Krusk we're talking about. We might get there, and he'll decide he'll want to be pink or yellow or green or whatever. It's whoever's the last person to talk to Krusk.
Purple.
Mm.
You know. Well, you
Look-
say this now, Krusk, but you might find that you'll find that the
Why are you so keen on being purple all of a sudden?
oh, they're the ones there, weren't they?
They're the
Yeah.
they're the
Little-
respectable clan.
They've told you they're the best. Cool.
Well, who?
okay.
What if you found out one of the? I don't
Fuck, I
know.
want you in my clan.
What if,
Jesus.
what if you found out the blue ones have a hog roast every day? Like, what would you do then?
You also just
What are you
said
trying to
that
imply
they
about my
hate
weight?
Tyr.
I'm very
Someone's shredding. Someone's shredding Krusk. Come on.
Krusk, you just found out they hate Tyr. Surely you're against that.
Yeah.
being the last
Yeah, I thought you
soul
quite
of
liked
tier or
it.
whatever.
No, I do. I feel like they're just a bit misguided. I feel like if we had a conversation with them, like
I
an
don't
open
think that's
dialogue.
going to work out for you.
I don't-
Okay. If I'm not allowed to start a citywide bar brawl or whatever the fuck Terry thinks is going to happen, you are not allowed to start preaching the good word of tier because that's really going to start a fight and it's going to be
Oh,
us
no.
versus them and we're going to fucking well lose.
Look, that is
Because
why
there's
I want
5
to
of
get
us.
in and out of this city as quickly as possible. We can maybe stay one night, after that we get the fuck out.
Hmm.
I mean, if being the Justice Collective helps us out in any way, despite, you know, this tier killing business that they seem to think we're assigned to, I say we had to use that to
Oh,
our
we've
advantage.
been there, done that.
Yeah, we use it to our advantage. If they will help us out because we are the Justice Collective without having any proof of such, then why not take it for what we can get? I'm just concerned in a town of
Personally,
violence,
I'll be a
having
bit
no
concerned
friends,
about.
you know, especially if there is a
Hmm.
turf war between 5 colourful clans, as it were. It's probably best that we don't isolate ourselves from all of them and become a very small
Yeah.
that pod, as it were.
Yeah.
Eh,
I feel if it really comes down to it, I think if we somehow demonstrate our strength, they'll respect us. That's what they seem to be big on.
That's fair.
Strength and honor and all that.
I mean, they are
Well, I don't know
warring
about
over a
honor,
city
but definitely
dedicated to a god of
strength.
violence. They probably do appreciate,
Yeah.
the ability to give people a kicking.
I assume that doesn't just work with an arm wrestle. I assume we're going to have to, you know.
Knock some teeth out.
Talari, stay with someone always. Don't
Oh.
walk alone.
Sorry for
Ever.
this. Yes. Yes, I don't think I'll really win a contest of strength.
We'll
Oh,
have to escort
Well,
Talari
they-
around and about.
They might try and take advantage of it. You should, yeah.
That wouldn't work well in
Be
their favor.
careful.
That would not work in their favor.
To be
I'm
No.
not
fair,
saying
you
it
could
will.
just like magic bolt them in the face.
Yeah.
True.
I have.
Screw 'em up.
Oh yes, I have spells. I've got hold person or
I'm
What
not
have
sure how
you?
they feel about magic.
Oh.
We should check actually.
or
All
banishment.
I'm,
You know,
all
Yeah,
I'm
if
but if someone
necessary.
picks a
suggesting,
fight with Talari, this is the point. She doesn't have to fight them on their terms. She can just fucking magic them in the face.
Hmm.
After all,
Like,
if it's just
if
if
they start it, that's their stupid fault.
my worry,
after all, I survived. Isn't that
Yeah,
what their thing is
Exactly.
all about?
that's true, but my worry is if it's not just one, if it's multiple. That's why I'd rather. Actually, if anything, none of us is splitting up in this city.
Yes, Thoradin.
That dragon's made you paranoid.
Yeah.
Not happening. I'm super paranoid right now.
That dragon's made you paranoid. It's
Ah.
alright. We've got loads of things to be paranoid about. You're not crazy, you're just right.
Well,
That's the worrying part.
well,
Isn't it?
is there okay? Is there anything we're actually planning on doing in this village? I mean, I know the original plan was to hire, get a bunch of them and go kick some dragon asses, but we don't seem to be
We're
doing
not
that
doing
anymore.
that no more.
So really, I mean, as after we just
Yeah, we're
you know,
just leaving. We're just
yeah.
passing through.
yeah
We're getting paid. We're buggering off.
If
go-
anyone wants to pick anything up, fair
It-
enough.
it
Use
could-
a
it
name.
could-
If there's any
it-
other work going.
well, it couldn't hurt potentially restocking. Thoradin needs a new weapon since his old.
Thoradin's got a new weapon.
I've
He's
got a
that
new weapon.
Oh yeah, of course he
sword.
does.
Yeah.
Of course he does. Yeah. I forgot
Gotta
about that.
finish paying that off.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorted. I'm bankrupt.
You should
gotta-
very
he's gotta
much
pay
ask
that
for
off.
some kind of
Get rid of
discount,
the-
considering we managed to dodge past a massive ice dragon and avoid
Yeah.
death with a lightning dragon.
Mm.
Definitely get that.
I'd see if we could get the discount.
Especially as the one that you owe was the one that got us in the trouble in the first place.
It's true.
Hmm.
Hydra in the background says, "Hey, I apologize for that."
Not
And now we
enough.
want you to actually pay for it. Thank you.
But yeah. All right. Yeah. Then we'll just pass through, get our money,
Well, let's see if
resupply,
there's
and then
any
leave.
other- Let's see if there's any other easy jobs going.
I don't
No.
know. I don't know if this is the kind of place we want
Not
to
from
pick
a
up
job.
work.
Yeah, not from a village of violence, please. No jobs.
There might be more merchants on their
Right.
way to the next city. We have to, do it as we go along.
Think of all the violent people we could take down.
Or maybe there's a criminal around here,
Yeah.
and people like the Justice Collector
Only
around
one?
here.
Yeah.
You can't.
Being
Oh,
that
maybe
they
clan.
hate Tyr, the god of justice,
So-
want him to go into non-existence, I have a feeling there's probably a lot of criminals around here. But
I-
none of
I mean,
them
like,
are
I
going
should
to be
say- I
serving
should
any
say
kind of
bounty.
time.
Bounties more
I
specifically.
mean, criminals are the people who break the law. If there's no justice, that means there is no law. So
That
therefore,
means there is no
there
criminal.
are no criminals.
I hate this
Yeah.
place. Can we please just?
Yeah,
Our place is giving Turi the heebie-jeebies. Let's just leave.
I bet we could make a lot of money screwing over each of the clans.
The
I bet
problem-
each clan would give us a lot. I bet each
Thoradin.
clan would give us a lot of money to take down
Thoradin?
some of the other clans.
Maybe we can
Thoradin,
join the
you're
clan.
not allowed
versa.
to make
No.
choices.
We could,
No.
we could,
Just
we
wanna
could make a lot of
leave.
money here.
Thoradin, you're not allowed to make choices by yourself anymore. No.
we will leave you
No,
behind,
yes,
Thoradin.
last time you made a choice by yourself, you did that whole thing with the lightning, and it didn't end well.
Mm.
They're criminals. What's the harm? Taking money from criminals.
No.
We've just
The
established
harm-
that they're not criminals because they
The
can't.
harm is adding more enemies
What?
to the fucking list of enemies that are currently hunting us down. I am not okay with another addition of an
Yeah,
entire
this is
village
true.
of violent people.
I don't think
We've
they're
got
going
a
to redeem.
we've got a variety of angry gods. We've got someone sending demons after us. We've possibly got a dragon. We've got this necromancer that's like giving Krusk a vow of hate. We've got
No.
another necromancer
Overboard.
fucking where who may or may not want to give us a kicking.
Oh, we
who
got the
else
we,
have
we got the random person scrying on us, which we don't know about.
That was
Hmm.
probably the demons though.
Well,
But we
don't
don't
know.
know that for sure.
Well, we don't know that for sure. So there's a possible scryer. That's what, like this is 6, and I'm counting all the angry gods as 1.
Yeah,
Um,
6, and then let's add all the people from the village of violence when Thoradin screws them over. Oh,
And-
wait,
Okay,
no,
so-
I don't have enough hands.
A bugbear is nothing compared to those. So
Well, I would imagine their god won't probably be too fan of us
Entire
either.
village of them might
he
be a
probably won't be
problem,
too happy with
Thoradin.
you pronouncing his name like that either.
Oh look, it's a difficult word.
Look, none of us speak Goblin.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there are ways and ways of trying.
Oh, I would have to practice a bit, all right. I would, this is a new, I wasn't really going through the mist trying to say "Gug" when there's kobolds everywhere.
Feet spinning.
Yeah, they might think you're threatening them.
Exactly. I might be saying something really bad.
Well, this is my thing, right?
But okay. Yeah. So we just go there, get our money,
Go
resupply,
there,
and
get
leave.
our money and fucking leave.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yes, this is a good plan. I like this plan.
If Thoradin, if you want to start getting all technicolored, then you can stay.
Yeah.
I won't leave you, Froden.
I was
We're a
just
family.
thinking you start saving for more stuff. I need more gold.
You have a gold obsession.
Surprised your weapons aren't made out of
He
gold.
spent a fair amount, actually.
Yeah, I pretty much spent all my savings.
He has, but that is because he has a fucking cursed hammer. Now, isn't it?
What did we do with the cursed hammer? Have you still got it?
We've still got it.
No one still got it because we didn't
Did
want
we
to trade
decide
it
what
for
to do with
because
it?
it's cursed.
We need
Well-
to put it into some kind of demi-plane, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Because we
trying to
didn't
get
want to
rid of
bury it because someone might find it Jumanji style. We don't want to throw it in
We
the
weren't gonna
river
fling it into the sea.
because someone else might find it Jumanji style.
We can smelt it.
I don't think it can be. Can it be melted? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
we
he
can't,
said you could.
destroy it in a mundane manner because it's a magical weapon imbued by a god.
It's Jumanji style.
So we're sort of out of options. So Thoradin's sort of toting it around, unable to use it because he doesn't like the deal he made anymore.
We have a bag of holding, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got it.
Oh,
there.
Yeah,
Jim is in there, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
in
have
there.
one idea, but it's pretty bad implosion.
Don't
Explosion.
put another bag
Explosion
of holding in the
situation.
bag of holding. No, nothing could happen.
I'm just saying, it would technically destroy everything, but it would also,
It would
destroy
also probably
everything.
destroy us. So let's not do that.
I can't remember what happens to put a bag on. I think
They just destroy each other. I
yeah, they
think.
destroy each other
Yeah.
and the contents spill out. I think that's what happens
Oh,
Oh, do
generally.
they?
okay.
Then it wouldn't
Oh,
work at all. Let's
No.
not do
Okay, never
that.
mind.
If I remember
There
correctly,
used
without
to be
looking.
quite a dramatic explosion, I think.
Matt,
Oh,
are
yeah.
there any volcanoes in the train that we know about?
Sling it into a
there's-
volcano.
yeah,
might
Go
work
to
for
Mordor.
zombies.
Throw it in the.
So,
Every chance
I
that
think we
did
should
like-
actually detour and put in a volcano. It's the only way I can see to get rid
I
of
Oh.
it.
did have one idea about this, though. Ark
Right.
Mm.
is a wizard with, unimaginable magic capability.
Well,
Why don't we just contact him and see if he has a spell that can disappear it into another plane or something?
Unfuck the hammer.
Well,
Could do.
either unfuck
him
the
a letter.
hammer or just
Send him
send
a letter and ask, Turi.
send the hammer somewhere that
Dear
nobody else can find it apart
Thoradin
from
fucked
him.
up. Can you fix it? Love Turi.
I mean, that fit on a sending stone.
I was going to say, did he give us a sending stone?
Yeah, you all have one.
Yeah, to him, don't we?
Contact him in case he
Shit,
needs to
I
contact
forgot
you.
about those sending
Yeah, I
stones.
forgot about those.
All right, I'll
Send
send him a
to
message
him.
now then.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't fuck up. Can
you send him a
fix it?
message. Go ahead.
Yeah, we need to get rid of this magical hammer. Have you got away?
By the way, it's like Talos might like it quite a lot.
Right, come on, guys. 25 words here.
Well, you want 25 each. We just chain them on.
Yeah,
to
you
us.
go there, Dora.
You can
Yeah,
reply
all
to
in
this.
one really confusing message. I just hope they come
Just-
through in the
yeah.
right order.
Yeah, just reply, and then you just do reply to all when he gets them all. So it's fine.
Can he destroy the hammer? Tick yes or no.
Yeah, yeah. Please use the voting buttons. Oh.
Although technically that would work. That's genius. Let's do that. We can send along.
Oh.
Okay.
What are we
Yeah.
doing?
So, I mean, to be
Debating
fair,
sending
Sending,
5 sending
yeah.
stone messages in a row.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah.
so you could do that. I mean, you haven't also really discussed with a smith what could happen with the hammer. I mean, Hydro was gonna like take it in trade for the sword for the gambler's blade.
Yeah, we didn't trust that though.
You didn't
No.
trust
Yeah,
that.
we were a bit
I
worried
mean,
about
you can certainly like try and like throw away your connection to Talos if you wanted to. See what happens then to the weapon, if anything, and then from there decide what to do with the hammer after that. There's a few things you could do before like try and like you can either there's potentially smiths in the city of Krugik village that you could go into. You could try and talk to. I mean, this is like a magical place. Like people make
Yeah.
magical weapons, so trying to like remove them down to their component parts is a thing. Like, you can like cast a high enough level dispel kind of thing, or try and like undo certain levels of magic.
Yeah.
To
Problem
try
is though,
and
they probably end up
do
charging
that.
us.
It's
At least with Arg, like he may not charge us, and two, he's probably got some kind of vault of magical weapons that he can just shove this in, in some deep dark corner of the.
I mean, that is how you got the hammer originally.
Yeah, it was from Arg.
Yeah.
Before Talos co-opted it.
Yeah, because he had
Yeah.
he had just had a stash of magic items. I assume he's got that in a storage, in a vault or a storage area somewhere.
Because he's minted.
Well, that's what I mean. But he's probably, and we trust him not to succumb to Talos. Whereas if you
Yeah.
give it to a random smith, you don't know what's going to happen there. So,
At the very least,
Exactly.
you can put it in a volcano for us. I'm sure you can teleport
well, yeah, exactly. I mean, what's Arg good for if not teleporting?
there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah, I think we'll do that.
yeah. I think Arg's
Safest option.
right. Who's going?
So,
Who's going first in our little sending sending chain?
I suppose I should go first. Seeing as this is my hammer.
Work out what we were actually going to say first.
Got like 125 words between us. We should be.
Yeah, because otherwise
Yo.
it's going to be completely incomprehensible.
Yeah.
He started with yo, I'm starting.
Yo, big man, can you destroy a hammer for me? You'll be a real G if you can. I don't know.
I think you got 11 more words.
I'll just type it out here. You guys keep going.
All right.
Okay, well, Thoradin's thinking about that. Don't want to distract him. I'm just going to see. Matt, of our traders, what were each of their trades? Hydro was a smith. What were the other?
Hydro's a smith. Elazor and Ichiro they claim to be traveling like healers. Well, Elazor claims to be a traveling healer, and Ichiro is like an apprentice. Jappa's just a general tradesman. Like he's provided you rations and food throughout your journey, and like make sure that you're all like well fed and like he's taking care of you guys as much as like is in their power. And then Brogmir is just a bodyguard.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm gonna go over to Jappa
Mhm.
and just say, so that was pretty crazy back there with all the dragons and everything,
Telling
right?
me. Glad we hired you guys. I mean, probably would have been toast if
Or
you
ice,
hadn't been there.
probably nice. 'Cause, you know. Anyway, um, what have you got for sale? Do you by any chance do something like a whip? I'm really uncomfortable with the fact that I can only reach like close range, especially if we're dealing with things that can fly away. And I'm good with my bow, but I want to be able to bring something in.
Nah. I mean, I imagine it pretty cool to have a whip, but I, I mean, it's not my bag. It's more Hydro's thing, you know.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
he's probably got one. I mean, all smiths make all kind of things like that.
Okay, that's fair. You know, I just wasn't sure because usually they're leather and smiths metal, that kind of thing. But I'll go check. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. Good Hydro knocking his caravan.
Aha, Hansa, you okay?
Do you have whip that could sell me?
Yeah, yeah. Whip. I got a few around. Do you want? Don't have any magic ones, I'm afraid.
Oh
Just,
no, that's
just
fine. I just need something that I can just pull things a little bit closer. I feel like my reach is just not quite there.
right, right. I mean, also hand for the bedroom, if you know what I mean.
Don't do that.
So I can tell you what. Because you've been such a good sport, you can have a whip. But if you give me the 9 and about 500 gold, I can make a magical whip.
I don't have 500 gold on me, so I'm just going to have to take the whip.
All right, all right. Can't blame a guy for trying. Then
Nope.
just give me a second, and he'll just like rummage around in his caravan. About like 5 minutes. It's like, I got one. Just wait. It's just under this pile of swords. And eventually gets a whip. Yes. Here you go.
Just she takes it, kind of like almost a bit gingerly, and it's kind of like, cool, great, thank you. Been really helpful. By the way, you know how you sneezed and you brought those dragons upon us, and then after that we ended up in more trouble with the bigger dragons, and that really nearly killed all of us? You remember how that happened?
Yeah, my memory's kind of hazy on that. To be
That's
very
funny,
honest.
because I remember it very frequently. I think I'd forget more about it, and I wouldn't be so pissed off with someone who did such a thing if they were a little bit more lenient on my friend and how he was just hoping to get a weapon that wasn't going to, be cursed and kill a bunch of people. But, it depends what kind of person I'm putting into a village of violence. Accidents happen.
Jeez.
Dripping with
I'm not.
redemption. There, that was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she's so pissed right now.
Why is she angry at him just for fucking up?
Because he's the fuck up that started it all.
Okay, she's just scared shitless then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, we hired you for a job. You did your job. You're gonna get paid for it. It's a transaction.
Yes, I just think, other transactions could probably benefit from a mutual friendship.
They could. Do you want the whip for free or not?
How much would the whip be if I had to pay for it?
2 gold.
She takes out 2 gold, puts it on like the first step of the caravan, or literally just like on the side of the caravan. It's just like, well, I paid for mine, so you can discount someone else's. Just walks away.
Okay.
She goes off and hides behind a tree somewhere where no one else can see her while she, like, properly looks as clumsy as hell trying to figure out how to use this whip.
Are you proficient with a whip?
I don't think I am. I'm just checking.
I think it's a martial melee weapon, I think.
Is it martial or simple?
Whip. Martial.
Martial, yeah. Not proficient at all. So she will literally be fumbling with this thing. You'll hear that, ow!
Yeah, you got the basic principle, but like to get like the idea of like trying to like hit something properly, like to get the crack at the right time, you're gonna need some practice, some guidance from one of your friends, perhaps.
Yeah, when Turi eventually comes back, there's definitely like, she's got the Indiana Jones just like cut chin.
Yeah, you have a few mishaps, but yeah, plenty of practice. You can probably get there. Cool. So you send your message to Ark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you say that. Ark replies, "I can, I guess. Where are you? And we can figure something out."
Okay. I guess he'll give the location of the village. Yeah, he'll probably say the
Yeah.
village.
Yeah, you
No.
have to borrow someone else's stone, but that's fine. I mean, you're all doing that's fine. So you're just gonna say Krukik Village. You gonna say anything else?
We should probably say what tavern. What tavern do we normally go to?
The salty whatever usually where
think,
we
yeah.
go, isn't it?
The salty one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say meet us at the salty tavern in Kruger Village.
Salty Fox in Krukik Village.
Salty Fox. Delicious.
How long will you be there for?
A night?
Yeah.
Probably just a night.
Ask
I
him
think.
how long he needs.
We'll be in this village for a night at this. Well, we'll be in this village for a night. Is that enough time? To
On
give you that. Give you the
on
hammer?
a scale of fucked up to okay, how bad are we talking?
Fucked up.
Straight foobar.
Yeah.
He'll just throw in
Straight
tsunami. He'll throw in tsunami at the end, you know. Fucked up.
Shit. I'll see. I'll shit. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, good stuff. Oh, Ed probably no need to reply to that.
No, probably not.
Sweet.
Well,
Yeah, I'll let the group know.
Ark's just the janitor for off.
pretty much, yeah.
Helping us out.
Yeah.
Okay. So so you set up camp, done all that. Like you're still taking the same precautions that you did in the mists because it's like you're still quite close, relatively speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But for what you feel, you've set up all the proper precautions. It's about as safe as you're probably going to be, and night is normal. So you can tell it's almost weird seeing the sky. That night, you're almost like it's like the stars. Like you haven't properly seen the stars for for the good like 3 or 4 days. So it's like, man, is that really what the sky used to look like? What? And like everyone is a lot more relaxed. Like you can tell some like the stress of the journey is like relieved everyone's shoulders now that they're going. The torch is still going strong. Not sure what you want to do with it now. You're out in the mists.
Where is
but
it?
it's
Is
still
it?
going
Is
strong.
it actually? Out of curiosity, is it pointing anywhere?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's just happily
Being.
being
Yeah.
in the mist. Well, being in the air. Yeah. Upon close inspection, you feel it's already got about probably like maybe a day at most left.
I mean, having a lantern's always handy anyway, I guess. There's no reason why someone can't just have a lantern, I guess. I mean, I've still got the ever-bright one, if ever we need it. But, yeah, there's no reason that, it's something particularly dark. Someone just keeps it.
What happens if you put it in a bag of holding?
It would probably go out because there's no air in the bag of
Okay.
holding.
But then,
But it's like you can preserve things in the bag of holding as well.
Mm.
It's pretty good to preserve things, but yeah, flame probably wouldn't exist.
I mean, if it's only gone a day, and it's pretty much going to function as a normal hooded lantern afterwards.
Yeah.
Which, helpful in itself, I guess. If it's dark. You got a bag of holding. You can hold as much as you need to anyway.
Yeah, he'll put it in there for rainy day. Not
Cool.
literally,
Yeah,
but
Well, I was to say that's.
yeah, not literally, but yeah. If you ever need it.
Yeah, you chuck it in there and you see the flame go out. It's like, cool. Probably a nice memento, maybe. But yeah, so the night is pretty calm, and a lot quieter than the previously. That the sound obviously doesn't travel as far for the mists, and it's a lot more predictable. But yeah, as night goes into day, then you happy to travel the rest of the way to Hrukik village.
Yes.
Pretty smooth going. It's like a nice near the end of summer's day. There's like a bit of a slight chill in the wind, but it's still quite nice and warm as you travel. And as you get closer to within like sight of Hrukik village, as you lay eyes on the city's walls, it bears the scars of many battles, and from what you could tell, is in various stages of ruin and reconstruction. So some walls have been like burnt and crumbled down, and being like built up again with new stone. With like the else wall is still like the rest of the wall still being like disheveled, constantly being knocked down and built back up. And then, as you can see across the way, you can see various encampments. So you see in the very city itself are pink flags set up around the outside of the city walls. And then there are about 4 distinct settlements based around each gate. So to the north, you see lots of blue flags that are the Zel clan. To the east, yellow flags of the Guruk clan. To the south, the Urgrim, and to the west, the Korak. As you get further closer still, you can kind of tell that while they kind of just grow organically to the surroundings, they look around the same in terms of like there's about the siege engines lining up around the city wall. You can probably guess there's around 100 to 200 horses perhaps around nearby, and there's just people like training. There's not like blood. There's plenty of like people with like blunted weapons fighting hand by hand, and the closer you get halted by an elf in purple armor, and they go, "Halt! Welcome to Hrukik village. Please be aware that Togagak will start in 3 days' time. So either If you wish to take part, then join the clan. Otherwise, I wish you good luck. For those of you who are healers, please wear white so that you can be properly identified. And please do not wear red unless you're bleeding.
It's like a paintball match.
Yeah.
Is he wearing
And
a,
it-
is he wearing any colours, Matt? Did you say?
Yeah, so it's purple.
Oh, yes,
Elf
sorry.
wearing like adorned in purple armor.
Can I ask him? I'll say, excuse me, Mr. Elf. We were told that we had to fight the clan to join the clan. Is that correct?
That is customary, yes.
Why the fuck are you so hung up on this, Krusk?
He's just
I'm just learning
interested.
about a different culture, Nadia.
Joining
Shakes his
a
head.
clan isn't
Tut,
learning
tut,
about
tut.
different.
If you
We
do
had fun
wish,
with that.
if you do join a clan, you'll be expected to pay 1 diamond for your resurrection fee. Otherwise,
Wow.
you will not be revived.
Don't half-ass things around here, do they?
Do many people pay the diamond fee?
Yes.
They do. Okay.
Wow.
Otherwise, you die.
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he said no, and they just fine with that.
If you haven't paid the diamond price or are willing to die in pursuit of battle, then you are to wear your clan colors and black.
Hmm. So black people marked for death. Everybody else pay the diamond price. Okay.
I wonder where they
so-
keep those diamonds.
I do have one more question.
Oh
for
my
you.
god.
So I'm guessing magic is completely fine in the city. People don't look down on it or anything like that.
It's one of those ones where it's like it's preferred if you
Okay.
do buy melee and stuff, but like you're not put down because it's like you play to your strengths.
Okay. Good to know.
But so it's like if you're gonna buy tiers, it's like fighters, barbarians, like people who use their hands and like, even potentially like monks and stuff like they're all praised. But there's always the need. There's always a hole. There's always a place for those who use magic because that's going to give you an advantage, even if you don't like it a lot. Like even if you use their magical weapon they provide you, that's still an advantage over someone who hasn't.
Okay. Cool. Makes sense.
So based on what he's said, I will cast something. Doesn't really matter which. I don't know. Detect evil and good for the shits and giggles of it. To change her robe so that it's white. And not what,
It's
not what.
already white.
Yeah, but it's white and black. And considering what he just said,
Marked for
I don't
death.
think I want to be dressed in black. So,
No, that's legit. That's legit.
so I'll change it so all the black bits go. I'm not going to change the token, but it's going to be just all white basically
Yeah.
for now.
That's fine.
Yeah. Curious. Detect evil and good. Celestials.
Interesting.
Just in case, yeah.
Aberration,
Aberration,
crystal,
celestial, elemental, phase, fiends, or undead within 30 feet. Or if
not
there's
really.
any desecrated or consecrated ground. But
I mean, there's probably a church in the middle of the city.
yeah. As you get closer to the city, the church probably is consecrated. To be fair, that like because of the nature of the Togagak, the thing they're going to be doing, there's actually quite a holy thing for these people. So like, it's kind of like everywhere is almost bright at the same time for like, because it's all holy-ish.
It's very organized. I didn't expect them to have all these like rules and stuff.
Oh.
Team colors.
There's always a code. This stuff.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Can't just have complete chaos.
Method to the madness.
Yeah, they blame Tur for that.
Still don't want to be friends with the pink, do you, Krusk?
No, we're purple. Team correct. Oh.
Shut up.
Wow, I guess it was a very good thing that we came on this entrance then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gone in another entrance.
Okay. Okay, Krusk.
Yeah, you would have come in from the west.
Okay. We're
Can I-
just leaving tomorrow. It's fine.
Yes, I don't particularly want to stay for when the carnage happens.
Yeah.
Is there anyone who doesn't take part? Do they have like their own non-participant color, or does literally everyone in the city take part?
Anyone who doesn't wish to take part doesn't enter the city on Torgagak.
Oh, I see. So they have to leave. Okay.
Yeah. We're fucking leaving.
The city is the
And-
battleground.
And Torgagak is tomorrow,
3 days.
No,
In 3 days'
2
time.
days.
3 days time. Okay,
So
so
if
we
you
have
take
plenty of
tomorrow
time.
morning.
If you wish to take part, you have plenty of time to find your clan and get yourself situated and pay the diamond price if you wish to
I
be
already
revived.
have a clan.
I'm not doing that.
Hmm.
It's completely up to you guys.
Yes, I'll
Uh,
be
How do you? How does one win Togagak? Do you have to?
Your clan wins.
No,
Last one
how?
standing, I'll
You
be
have to,
my
do you have to
guess.
literally clear out the
Kill
entire
the
city,
others,
or is
yes.
it like?
You claim your clan flag has to be in the center of the city, and you must have all the other leaders of the clan slain.
Okay.
And
Put
they
your
also
flag
and they
down. Kill the leaders. Okay.
and the leaders are not allowed to pay the diamond price.
Wow, really? Are the
For
leaders
one to truly
identifiable?
lead,
You risk your all.
for one to
Did-
truly lead, they cannot be allowed to fear. They have to fear death.
Do the leaders get like a special color or something like that?
Nope.
Okay.
To be fair, most
They
invasions
just-
don't come with all these rules, so you know it's a better deal for most people.
They'll wear their color in black like anybody else.
I'm saying out of character. This sounds like really cool.
Yeah, it
It's like
is.
really cool.
It is, yeah.
Honestly, it sounds quite interesting. Yeah, I
Yeah.
see. Unfortunately, no, we're leaving tomorrow morning. We're not getting caught up in any more bullshit.
Well, we
I-
plan
I
to leave
see-
tomorrow morning.
I see we've got a different job to do. Should
Yeah.
I do it? But yeah,
Man,
OC.
is
I'd love
cool.
to.
OC, man, it
Mm.
sounds really cool. Also, it would be a great one-shot setting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
amazing
Capture
one-shot
pack.
setting.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
They should
Yeah,
like video game.
you guys go into the city. There's lots of pink dressed people everywhere. Just if you imagine just a wall of pink, just people everywhere.
Oh, they're in charge of
celebrating.
it.
Everyone's wearing pink. That's
Everyone's
gotta be
wearing
really
pink.
Weird.
The color of death.
They are the champions from last year, and so they need to
Mm.
make the most. But yeah, so you go into the bank, you sort out the rest of your payment details. You all shake hands with Elazora, Darichiro, Dapper, Brockamere, and Hydra, and they all, which you settle all your affairs, so you get paid your 1,000 gold for that you can split between you however you wish, and then
Oh, sorry, 1,000 total, not
Yeah.
each.
1,000
Okay.
total, it's 200 each.
yeah, so you paid 1,000 before and 1,000 after.
So we each got 400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where have we
Yeah, a
gone?
total, yeah.
And then
Just add 200 to my thing.
you and then Thoradin and Hydro, you can settle your affairs. So it was originally 1,700,
I give Hydra a glare.
and then it was 600 because you collected all like the bunch of weapons.
Cracking
Yeah,
each
yeah.
knuckle
For him.
in
So
turn.
it's- I
Come on,
believe it's-
Hydro. Anything you can knock off. 2 baby dragons, mate. 2 baby dragons. That was never part of the deal.
And a big dragon.
I mean, you should have negotiated your deal better when we made it. You signed the contract.
We
You
knew
gonna
there were
play all
dragons
that?
going in, Thoradin. You can't act like a dickhead now. Pay the guy. He's
Well, I
doing
didn't think
you a
we'd have to
fucking
kill
favour.
them.
I mean, you signed the
Oh,
contract. You should have negotiated.
Don't
These
talk to
motherfuckers.
Thoradin about contracts and negotiation. He wouldn't know what a negotiation was if one jumped up and bit him on the arse.
I don't negotiate. I always win. I always get my way.
Yeah, you always win, Thoradin. This time you've won having to pay, how much was it?
1,600.
1,600 gold.
It's actually not that bad. Yeah, he'll pay it.
Cool. So yeah, so you go to the bank, sign all that over.
Yeah, I'll take it straight out of my bank.
Don't
Sweet.
forget, Thoradin gets Turi's funds.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah, and Ash, and then you guys head to the Salty Fox.
Oh, it's a salty fox this time.
Yeah, the
Hey.
Salty Fox. As you guys go in, you see a very nonplussed Arg sitting at the bar.
Oh,
What would he say? How will he react to all of you saying on a fucked up tsunami? What will happen? How will he react? On next time on the Ascendant Lands, we'll find out.
Dun, dun, dun.